But first up tonight, look, just recently I wrote a column in the Sunday News Corp papers where I advocated abolishing the states and territories. The governments, of course. I suggested a referendum on the basis that they add a layer of bureaucracy and extra politicians that as a country of 25 million, we just can't afford them anymore. We just can't afford them. Judging by the tsunami of emails received supporting the proposal, the vote would be a close thing. I've got no doubt there's very, very strong support for abolishing the states and territories. People are genuinely angry at the way the states and territories have over-regulated and get in the way with bloated bureaucracies and the politicised response to the coronavirus pandemic being very much key beefs among people. Now, the politicisation of the pandemic by Labor states has been appalling. Of course, regulating against states and territories just won't happen. When was the last time you saw a politician agree to anything that might cost them their lucrative jobs? We're stuck with these bumbling pretenders. Many of them, of course, treat it as a job for life, union or party hacks who get elected and then hit the cruise control button as they blindly follow the party line. Must follow that party line. Maybe it's time we put a limit on political representation. Maybe we kick them out after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Like judges, nobody in politics past the age of 70. I mean, we see it in the private sector. Most CEOs of big companies, they boot them out after 5 years. They want fresh eyes. If a politician can't make a difference in 2 decades, surely it's time they were put out to pasture. Better political representation and dynamic progressive decision-making is the key to Australia's post-COVID-19 recovery. The disgraceful way in which state leaders have sought to impose draconian rules on those living and working around the borders is terrible. And this jingoistic stuff about how Queensland hospitals will only see Queensland people is just un-Australian. Seriously, you wouldn't feed half the politicians in this country right now. We need better public representatives. It's one of our biggest challenges